What's good, John? What's good? Um, just came back. I said this year I was going to review every single animated movie that we seen this year, and yeah, I'm so out of the loop, bro, because most of these movies that I'm about to name, Despicable Me 4, Inside Out 2, Garfield movie, and all types of animated movies that came out this year, yeah, I've been lacking, and it's crazy because I've seen them all, I just haven't been doing the reviews like I told you I was going to. So let's get back to this, the Garfield movie, the Garfield movie. So, I watched the Garfield movie 2 months ago. 2 months ago. I'm really making this review now because I actually just rewatched it, and let me get my take up on it. Let's talk about it first. I'm not really gonna give spoilers either because I don't know when the movie came out, but it's typical. It's basically your typical Garfield where it's like there's a B plot story. Him and his dad go on adventures, yada yada yada. Odie's cool. John is there at times, and so forth and so forth. But let me say, is the movie good, bad, underrated, overrated, or whatever, you know? So, getting into this review, I actually seen that. Oh my goodness, right before even watching the movie, I actually seen people were just saying this is one of the worst movies ever, this movie is awful, this movie's trash, and everything like this. And I'm like, Garfield? Come on, y'all. This is the same Garfield with the same old comic book type of experience. Funny. Like, Garfield is known to just making some just funny, crazy, things. And when the movie came out and everything, and Chris Pratt playing Garfield, which is another thing, I actually didn't mind it. I think people who actually minded it because of Mario. No, nobody. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody. Mario. Like the first thought when he played Mario was like, Chris Pratt playing Mario. Okay. Even though he actually did pretty okay, and I still wouldn't really say amazing, but he did okay. You know, he did okay in the Mario movie. Honestly, as I'm low-key, like, he's playing Garfield, I low-key was like, this low-key fits Garfield's character, because I feel like the voice low-key aligns with Garfield. I don't know why. As I was watching the movie, the 2 times, I actually watched it twice, so I can actually get my full-on review for real. I was like, there's nothing wrong with his voice. He's not annoying. It's good. Like, it's actually shoot. It fits Garfield. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It fit Garfield. And what I'm going to say about this movie, I think this movie is surprisingly underrated. I think this movie is surprisingly underrated because I feel like I don't know how you can say this is a bad movie. Like, genuinely, I'm walking out of that. I'm like, I had fun, had some laughter, some fun moments, and just enjoyable movie. Like, people said I don't get the hate for this, and it's funny because I was watching this and I'm like, this is like how I feel for Sonic Frontiers, like as a game. Like, I feel like the game is fundamentally a 7 out of 10. Garfield is fundamentally like a 7 out of 10. But since I'm going off my personal opinion, my personal reference, I love the movie. I mean, shoot, I actually love the movie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought they fit Garfield well. They had Odie. I think the only Odie was a freaking MVP of this movie too, because it's crazy because, like, I like how Odie just, like, really doesn't talk, but he also does a lot of just cool things. Like, he just does cool things, bro. I'm watching the movie, I'm like, just do skateboarding, just doing every type of cool thing, while Garfield and his dad are just going on journeys, which is another thing. I can get why people don't like it, depending on if you like different types of stories for Garfield, because here's the thing, I feel like the TV shows, movies, and Garfield always have just like randomest type of Tom and Jerry type junk where it's like it's just random B plots for some reason, and I can get that. But honestly, for this one, I actually enjoyed it, especially the fact that it focused on Garfield and his dad. And honestly, first off, the dad, goated character. Vic, I'm trying to remember his name. Vic, that's his name. Goated character. And honestly, you can look. I'm not gonna get emotional for really many movies, but like it can hit you if you actually genuinely like hit you in an actual way where it's like, dang, that's a sad moment. That's a sad moment. Like it's extremely underrated. I think my only complaint about it a little bit is John is not in the movie. John is, well, he's in the movie, but he's barely in the movie. And I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, even after I'm thinking about the TV shows and the comics and everything like that, John is kind of barely in it. But like, you still gotta, you gotta show him a little bit more, you know. And I think another thing I would say I probably didn't like about the movie is it does focus a lot on the story of Garfield more than the actual. In my opinion, whenever I look at Garfield, I'm always thinking about funny, randomness, and just joyful, just fun experience, you know. But they kind of was focusing a lot on the story, which is not bad in any type of way, but it's another way where it's like, man, I didn't come here to watch Garfield for like really plain old story. Like, if that was the case, I would have watched the Mario movie, if I'm being honest. But yeah, the first 20 minutes, and another thing, the first 20 minutes is definitely fast paced. Actually, I was watching my second time watching this. I never noticed how the beginning is super fast paced, but after that they take like a slow pace route, and it's randomly fits so perfectly well. Like, I've never seen a movie where it's like it's going so fast in the beginning and then instantly just like, oh shoot, it instantly just takes a slow little drift, you know, a slow little drift, and just goes from fast pace to just extremely slow pace and just enjoyable, you know, just straight up enjoyable. I'm gonna be honest, when the other reviews come out and I'm be talking about the other ones, trust me, I will probably give the second watch, because I did. Oh my goodness, I watched so much movies I forgot to review them. I should have done it early. I know. But going off the Garfield movie, extremely enjoyable. Like I said, I think it's easily a good movie. I think it's weird how people like. I don't know. Like I get if you don't like it, if you don't like Garfield or anything, but at the same time, it's like, if you don't like Garfield, why watch a Garfield movie? Why, if you don't like Sonic, why watch a Sonic movie? Why, if you don't like Mario, why watch a Mario movie? You know, it's something like that where it's like, why are you rating it or really watching it, you know? But yeah, if you're a Garfield fan, you're gonna love it. If you're just looking for entertainment, enjoyable, I think people would generally love this movie. Like, it's fun, chaotic, crazy, and just honestly enjoyable. And honestly, extremely enjoyable. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Really, that's really all I gotta say. And if I was to rate it, ooh, see, this is my personal opinion, because I be giving a lot of stuff high ratings, and I know I shouldn't. I be giving so much stuff high ratings that I need to be honest with myself, because I think I'm now thinking about it. Puss in Boots, I gave that a 9 out of 10, which now I'm thinking about it. Why did I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think I would 100% give them like a 9.5 out of 10. That movie was damn near perfect. I think there was only like one or a couple scenes I didn't like, but other than that, it was just near perfection. So if I was to give the Garfield movie, I'm saying 8.9. I think it's headed towards that great area where I can say It's extremely fun, extremely entertaining, and had no issue with it. Had no issue with it. Garfield is low-key goated in this movie too, cause I'm not gonna lie, like you see Garfield. You see Garfield do a lot of action scenes, which is another thing. There's a train moment when they go on the train and everything like that. I've never seen Garfield like in any type of media like do action scenes so cool. Like they actually was doing some action scenes. I was like, okay, not bad, not bad. You know, not bad. But yeah, Garfield was good in the movie. Odie was good in the movie. And honestly, I see that they're working on the second one. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But that's my overall thoughts about it. I thought it was extremely interesting, entertaining. Tried my best not to really spoil, because I don't like spoiling movies at all. Like I don't. I don't like hearing spoilers for myself, and I don't really like spoiling movies or anything. And my next review should be. We did Kung Fu Panda 4. I didn't even think I did Migration yet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just need to do a lot of reviews, bro. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm putting this as a 8.9. Definitely a must. Definitely great. Now must watch. And I mean, you could watch. I mean, shoot, I'm not really saying it's a must. Must watch is like. See, the thing is, must watch is like must play. Like that's like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 type job. But I definitely still would recommend it just because it's just gonna bring you entertainment and fun. But yeah, till next time, SP3 is out. Road to 1,000 subs. We still on the road to 1,000 subs. And yeah, till next time, SP3 is out. Peace.